Hello and welcome, my name is Ryan, I'm also known as RM2K Dev. Welcome back to Fantasy Life. We're playing this on twitch.tv/RM2KDev, where you can join in and watch this game as it happens, chat with the audience, and be appearing in the video with the power of editing and the internets and stuff. Anyway, shout out to Black Fox, who I didn't shout out to at the end of the last video, who is also here, and we will carry on with, Yulia's story. She's no longer called, Flutter. That's interesting. Ryan, could we talk for a while? You must save your game before continuing with the story. Yes, I'd like to save my progress. Apparently, this is the last chapter of gameplay. Thief99, did you find a workaround for the region locking for Story of Seasons, by the way? Yes, I did. I have a way around the region locking for Story of Seasons. It is unorthodox, but I'm going to do it anyway, because why not? So, long story short, I ordered a Sky 3DS. It's a hack card that basically allows you to play ROM dumps of the games. Not that I'm going to do that. The only thing I need that card for is to download and use the game Cubic Ninja, which has been pulled from the stores because you can no longer buy that game. Because it has an exploit that allows you to remove the region locking from your 3DS. At which point I will import a copy of Story of Seasons from the United States and then use my Sky 3DS Cubic Ninja copy of the game to basically, that's an interesting word, to basically bypass the region locking and play the game that I legitimately purchased from the United States so that Xseed still makes their money. Okay, back to the story. Oh, father. You'll never guess what happened. It's just so amazing. We found the ship Mother used to travel to Riviera all those years ago. And also the King of Castiel is organizing a world summit. Representatives from all over the different lands will attend. The pirate nobles, the dark sultans, the forest folk. They'll all come together to try and find a way to help save Riviera. I just know that we can do it. I'm so excited last night I couldn't sleep. Everyone's trying so hard. I can't give up now. I've got to do my best. So please, just let's have a little more time. Alright, story's starting to take shape and develop. Postman, good morning. What a wonderful day. I have something from you. It's a letter from our beloved king. It'll be waiting for you in your mailbox. By the way, guys, don't forget to check out the highlights of the Twitch streams. I am highlighting funny sections and uploading them to my Twitch channel, so if you're interested in that, then when the stream's finished or if I'm offline sometime, go and check them out. There's some pretty funny moments there that we've had over the last few days. What are we up to now? Right, letter from the king. Here it is. Summons to the Riviera Summit. Your presence is required at the Riviera Summit to be held in Castiel's castle, Great Hall, King Eric of Castiel. That's a terrible king voice, but we'll go with it. We're going to roll with it for now. Alrighty, so off to the castle. The day has finally come, the day of Riviera Summit. Olivia and Damon should be coming too, right? Ryan, let's hurry to the castle. By the way, Pokemon, I don't think this is the last chapter. This is 6. I'm pretty sure there's 7 in this game. 7 or 8. I can't remember exactly. I do not remember exactly how many there are, but I'm pretty sure it is not 6. I am French. I'm not French. I'm pretending to be French, but that does not matter, for I am French because you cannot see me. You see? Is that mean? Can I do that? Technically, I am kind of part French, so I don't know if I can do that. Wait a minute, Ryan. Since representatives from all over Riviera will be there, I should probably return to my real form. Close your eyes for a second. Here it goes. Well, that was awkward. Why do we have to close our eyes? It's weird. It's all good now. Ah, this feels a bit weird. I guess I got too used to my butterfly form. Thanks for waiting. I'm ready to go. Yulia joined your party. You're gonna have a party. I love how RPGs call it party. I understand that the word party, you know, it means to come together and do things, but still, I think it's funny. There you are, Ryan. Oh, it's Mustang. There you are, Ryan. Come this way. Mr. Mustang and Mr. Odin. I'm going to try and voice act these again today. I'm feeling good. So, you were that butterfly, eh? I was astonished to hear about your true identity. I'm sorry I was hiding it from everyone. No need to apologize, ma'am. 'Tis but a trifle compared to all you've done for us. ... At any rate, it's been my pleasure to meet the valiant Odin of the Magic Knights. He's full of spirits, as his reputation suggests it is most inspiring. ... How unusual it feels for a royal paladin like myself to stand alongside a noble magic knight. Mr. Odin, are you in a bad mood? No, it's nice to see you again. Pokemon Is Patrick streaming today, if you know. I don't know who Patrick is. I'd like to follow him. He sounds like a great guy. It's very nice to see you too. His darkness awaits you. Wrong voice. His darkness awaits you ahead. I will not keep him waiting. That's right. I should return to my post now. Mr. Odin, we should have a friendly duel someday, if you wish. Ryan, let's go. Okay. Catch my breath for a second. Okay. He plays Fantasy Life. His Twitch is Patrick8A. Oh my god, I have to add this guy. It would appear everyone is here now. I would like to thank each and every one of you for coming, but we are pressed for time. The reason we have gathered here today is to discuss the future of Riviera. Please lend me your wisdom. You girl, come forward if you will. Yes, my king. I realize it's a girl, but I can only do manly voices. I'm sorry. My name is Yulia, Miss Olivia, Mr. Damon, everyone. We've all met before, but it's the first time you're seeing me as a human. You don't mean, are you Flutter? Yes, I am. I appeared as a butterfly earlier for, certain reasons. However, there's something important I must tell you. Oh, I changed that. And it is of utmost importance. So I've decided to reveal my true self. Please listen to what I have to say. If we don't do something, Riviera will be destroyed. We don't have much time left. Everyone! Exclamation mark. The Doomstones were a sign of approaching disaster. Indeed, the recent Doomstones have been much larger than any before. And pray tell, what are these Doomstones? They're chunks broken off from the sky. The sky? Make Yulia Vegeta. Okay. Broken off chunks. The sky above Riviera is nothing. I added words again. When I do Vegeta, I just get excited and add my own words. The sky above Riviera is something like a shell! Exclamation. The shell stretches all around Riviera, protecting it. The land you inhabit is in its core. Who would have thought? I had never even contemplated such a theory, but your explanation makes everything fall into place. The power that is supported in the shell, maintaining the structure of the world, is now gone. The shell has begun to crumble, and its pieces rain from the sky as crystals of negative energy. So that is what Doomstones are. Creatures who come into contact with the Doomstones are contaminated by the dark power. That voice, what the fuck? I know. 10 out of 10 would voice again. So if the whole sky falls down, the whole of Riviera will be, yes, it's just as you fear. The destructive powers will spread through the entire world as we know it. Am I the only one who never read any of this? I read it all in the last time I played. I just can't remember half of it. Because I don't remember what I did 30 seconds ago. My father said it can't be stopped. That can't be true. If you don't mind me asking, who is your father? He's the one who made Riviera. What? Why would you call someone who made the world? Murmur, 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 murmur. Whisper, 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 whisper. You call such a person God, don't you? Yes, that would be the right term. What? I think I must have misheard you. You can't possibly have said that your father is... I know it's a lot to take in, but it must be hard to believe right away. Let me try to explain it a little better. So that's how things are. It's not important. It's not something I made up. When you think about it, it's not all that strange. Yes, everything's making more sense now. I propose we trust this girl and carry on. But does it mean that the goddess... Yes, she's my mother! Your family is literally out of this world, huh? I'm sorry. Having unusual parents is nothing you need to apologize for, but why did you keep it a secret? Well, before coming here, I spoke with my father about Riviera. It went like this. There's no dialogue. It's transporting us to a different scene. Okay. Riviera. I can't keep that voice up anymore. Short sections, then we'll come back to it. So, Riviera was very dear to my mother. She loved that world so much. Father, I want to save Riviera. Yulia, dear child, that would be most difficult. But father, there must be a way. There are so many people and others living in other creatures inhabiting that world. If we don't do something, they'll all. You have to understand, the situation is not in our hands anymore, sweetheart. I read most text unless it's incredibly boring. Alex Kellybelly, welcome to the stream today. Could spoil the whole game. Kappa. Oh, that's Kipo. Kipo. No way. Riviera can only be saved through the power of people's wishes. The power of wishes? Vegeta, that's crazy. That's right. People's strongest hopes and desires, the things they want to do or want to happen. It's a power born from people's choices about the way they want to live. The world of Riviera is supported by its people's wishes, thus their world can only be saved through the power of their own will. That, or the way your mother once saved Riviera in the past. Father, I'll do it! If I can collect everyone's wishes, the destruction of Riviera will be stopped, right, Father? Well, that is indeed so, but I'm afraid it is not as easy as it may seem. I understand. I wish you would. You're a smart girl. Sometimes we need to give up on what we want. I've made up my mind. See you later, Father. Wait, where do you think you're going? Kakarot, is that you? You're so simple-minded. Oh, that's her sister. Called it. Oh, Nolia. I'm going with Yulia, Father. You too, Nolia? Yes, they would. Don't get me wrong, I'm not going there to help Yulia. She can do whatever she likes. I'm going because there's something I need to find before that world is reduced to ruin. Riviera won't be reduced to ruins. Oh yeah? Prove it. I don't have to prove it. I know it. If you know it, why don't you prove it? These two, I tell you. Black Fox. I know it won't. It won't be destroyed. How do you know? Because I know it won't. It might. It won't. Won't. Girls, please, I can see that you're very serious about Riviera, each in your own way. You are just like your mother. Once you set your mind to something, you never give up. There is no stopping you, is there? Very well. Go to Riviera. You will see that it cannot be saved. We can go? Really, thank you, Father. However, you shall go in this form. I feel so light. What is this? I have turned you into butterflies. People in Riviera believe they bring happiness, I think. When your mother went to visit Riviera, she often did it in the guise of a butterfly. Nolia has the MPG Pro Man voice. What's an MPG Pro Man voice? Everyone gets the MPG Pro Man voice, whatever that is. They all get to be a variant of Vegeta. 2 AM Peaches. So this was her preferred disguise, indeed. This should prevent wasteful use of powers while you are away from here. Everyone's evil. I can only do evil, deep voices. That's the thing. What are you talking about? Oh, I was talking to myself. It's nothing you need to concern yourself with. Now, listen to me, girls. You must not reveal who you are to people in Riviera. Oh, MLG Pro. Right. Thank you. Why not? Because forced wishes will be entirely devoid of any power. In order to avoid putting pressure on people, you should appear as weak, powerless creatures. Ah, that makes sense. There is one more thing. Your time in Riviera will be limited. Oh, that world is at its limits and soon will be destroyed. For your own safety, you must return by the day that I specify. When the disaster is imminent, I will let you know by leaving a mark on Lunaris, namely a large cross. I shall make it clearly visible from anywhere in Riviera. When you see it, you will know that you have run out of time. You need to promise me that you will look out for that mark every night without fail. I will allow you to go on that condition. So we just need to have a look at Lunaris every night. Okay, it's a promise. As long as you understand how important it is, please do be very careful down there. We will see you later. You're going already. Strike the iron is hot. That's what you used to say, remember? Wait, I'm going too. Girls, not so fast. I'm hoping to finish it today. We're gonna get through these story chapters as fast as we can, man. That's we're gonna do it. I hope they won't get into any trouble. And I've set everything up again, so I can stream for as long as I like tonight, like I did yesterday. Hopefully everyone sticks around. I'll be here for a few hours, I think. But when I descended onto Riviera and spoke with the people, everyone was so, how to put it, focused on their own needs. Sounds a lot like Earth. Are you saying I don't care if Riviera is destroyed? Do I have to repeat myself? What worries me is how thin my wallet is, not that disaster. Bro, what are you even thinking talking to this insect? You got a real soft spot for the ladies, huh? You don't call it a lady, Broccoli Brains. It's just a female butterfly. Anyway, that doesn't matter. So back to the world being destroyed, you know? Just supposing it were to happen. Yeesh, what a topic. And who'd have thought a tiny bug would make such a heavy conversation? Yeah, even that Dark Sultan's been taking it easy. There ain't no threat to the world. We live in a nice and peaceful world. Easy to make a living, even if you're lazy. But if things get tough, you can always go foraging in the forest or sell butterflies. Well, maybe not. Anyway, things always work out. Wish I could stay and stream, but I have a horrible essay. Tessie, that's right, you have that thing. And 6 hours of school. Black Fox, I hope you enjoy it. These videos will end up going on YouTube over the next few weeks, so just keep an eye out on my channel. You can catch up on them there. And so it went like that. Everyone just thinks about themselves rather than worrying about Riviera. What's worse, I found out that fewer and fewer people seem interested in taking up a life. Truth be told, it was all a bit discouraging. I wish you could destroy stuff in your bag. Yes, I agree with you actually. There is no easy way to destroy things in your bag, is there? That makes sense. It does make sense. Sniper, you should be a game designer. But then I met Ryan. A greenhorn fresh into his brand new life. You were quite lucky. A less than reliable youngster that turned out to be an immense help to us all. And I thought that if I helped to make Ryan's wish come true, it would help everyone realize their own power, their own wishes have the power to help Riviera. Yes, exactly. But I'm still not sure. What Father said about collecting everyone's wishes, is it really going to save Riviera? I mean, I've traveled far and wide finding out people's wishes and noting them all, and yet, I'm sorry. Don't be a silly Billy, there's no need to apologize. You've certainly helped clarify things. Look, we've come this far because we want to save this world. Hey! I watch them on the stream and on YouTube. Alex, I know. I think I've seen you on YouTube now. But like I said, goldfish memory, so that's a very vague... I think I've seen you. Look, we've come this far because we want to save the world, eh? Yes. You want Riviera to stay around, right? Yes, of course. Then, we all want the same thing. Yes, we all share the same wish. Oh, and that's thanks to you. Laura, thank you. Now that we have one mind, we must take action. It is as you say, Hughes. That is why I've assembled here today. We need to voice our complaint to Riviera's creator! Exclamation mark! We live here. This is our world. We'll be very inconvenienced if it's destroyed. I propose we go and speak with this god and tell him how we feel about Riviera. Perhaps he will be able to tell us of some other way to save it. That may not be such a bad idea. But big brother, where does he live? On Lunaris, where else? Okay, well, let's go there. But how do we do that? Yulia, do you know? It's a little embarrassing, but I don't quite remember how I got here. That's one idea off the list, then. It's a whole new world. Where am I? Sorry, I was catching up on where I am. It was my first time being a butterfly, so learning to fly was already a lot for me. A fledgling butterfly. It would appear that you are all overlooking something. I'm talking about the goddess's ship that has been discovered in the Alderwood. That's the ship that is sent to carry the goddess from Lunaris to Riviera. guitar, drums, cooking, game designer, and player. Thanks, Alex. I definitely do a lot. What do they call it? Jack of all, master of none. What was that? Was that what you had in mind earlier, Pino? Yes, although I'm not certain it will work. Oh, good thinking. Once we get that fixed, we can go. I'm sure getting it repaired will be no problem. But alas, the ship will not fly, I'm afraid. Ha! Why not? Are you toying with us, Hughes? Offering us hope only to smother it? You see, the reason it won't fly, it's not a problem with the machinery itself. It's the lack of fuel. It would appear that the engine uses technology particular to Lunaris. Without obtaining high-octane floatstone, I'm afraid we won't be able to fly the ship. These floatstones, they're what we used to make airships fly, right? That's right. In that case, we should scour the world and gather all the floatstones we find. Unfortunately, that will be of no use. According to my calculations, even with all the floatstones in Riviera, we still lack sufficient power. It would need to be a floatstone of exceptionally high floating power. Finding something like that seems like a pipe dream. Say, Andy, do you know about Levitania? Ah, the legendary island floating in the sky. We may just find a suitable floatstone there. Is it not just a fabrication? A mere child's story? Oh yes, I've read about that in a particular book. It's recorded in Almajican writings too, though only as a fairy tale. I've never considered the possibility that it could be a real place in Riviera. Let's assume that it does exist. Where would it be? Levitania does exist! Wrong voice. I did Hugh. Falcon! This guy needs a hardcore voice because he's Falcon. It's a real place. I know because I've seen it with my own eyes. Who is this man? Levitania. That can work. I can deal with that. Your Highness, I am Falcon. I was once considered the leading aviator in all of Castiel. And you claim to have seen Levitania? I have seen it, sure as you live. Oh, that makes everything easier. Pray tell, where is this island located? I wish I could say. I saw it back when I was a strapping youth. I don't remember it that well, but it exists. It's floating in the sky, sure as a fly. Do you hear me? It exists! Sir, this meeting going on here, no one's allowed in without an invitation. What's that, young'un? Can't get in, but you just let me in. Well, you came bounding in here so confidently, I assume you must have been an important official. What's that? Are you suggesting I'm not important? Ha! Fine, I've said my piece already. Aiden, how are you going? Good to see you again. Sorry, man. I was getting into that reading, but then I had to stop and say hello. You killed my flow. You killed my flow, man. It's not going to be the same now. You just killed it. No, I'm just kidding, man. Good to see you again. My, that was quite unexpected. Who was that old man? His name is Falcon, if I'm not mistaken. I've been reaching out to pilots from all across the land to aid in my investigations into the goddess ship. He's one of those I contacted, his apprentice. His appearance here must be due to a misunderstanding on his part. He's an old-timer, already retired. Do you think that what he said is true? I don't believe it was some mere fantasy of his. Writings from the time the goddess lived among us mention a place called Somewhere Island. But no such island can be found in our records. It appears none of the maps we possessed, which leads me to one conclusion. You mean it might be Levitania? Hypothetically speaking, yes. The existence and whereabouts of Levitania shall be investigated. I believe a break is in order. We shall reconvene later. Dialogue Simulator 2015 is almost over, ladies and gentlemen. Phew! I was so nervous about talking in front of everyone. I'm glad it's over for now. You know, I keep thinking about... I can't do her voice like that. It just doesn't. It doesn't suit. But I'll do it. I'll do it again. You know what? You know, I keep thinking about what that old pilot said. It didn't seem like he was making it up. Ryan, since the meeting is on hold for now, why don't we speak to him? All right. Main story commence. Holy crap! We've been recording That was an entire episode of just me talking. Aiden, how are you doing today? Castiel Square, out we go into the wilderness, where snakes and things alike live. Alright, well, if you guys are watching this on YouTube, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to leave a like on the video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I will catch you in the next video, and also don't forget you can catch up on these videos live as they happen with the audience. Everyone is here right now. It's twitch.tv/RM2KDev, so please feel free to check that out at any time. Bye for now.